Welcome to the family. I'm Drew. Don't ever sneeze when you drive. And there's no joke here. Just don't do that. The beautiful bald guy next to me is my Uncle Don.
Another one. Don't cough while you pee. Yeah, you might shit yourself. Okay.
That's fair.
Yes. Fair. We got all kinds of interesting facts like this. Stay tuned.
We got some interesting.
What are we doing today?
Today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of the much highly anticipated, the movie event of the year that I know you all have been waiting for. Spirit Halloween, the movie. That's right. The movie, oddly based on the Spirit Halloween stores that pop up randomly everywhere every Halloween season.
Randomly? They've got 1,400 stores just in the country. Oh my God.
This is true. They have become quite the...
We'll get to that.
Yeah, they've become quite the go-to Halloween season.
Jealous much? Yeah. Actually, more me. All right.
A little bit jealous.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good idea.
Damn good idea.
That we should have thought of. It's another one of those movies that just kind of popped up randomly based on one of those random things that nobody asked for. I mean,
I didn't even know about it until I went to a spirit store and saw a poster.
That's my
literally,
point.
And that's with the social media that I even look at.
That's my point.
But it was still they got the word out.
I mean, you didn't even know about it. I mean, and their sign in the Spirit Halloween store wasn't that big.
True, but what is it playing? What is it playing on? Voodoo?
Voodoo. I mean, it's
different.
Amazon Prime. It's on different platforms.
If I try to find it, I cannot find it. I just have no luck. Yeah. But it's Spirit
Halloween,
the movie.
Just random as hell.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who walked into a Spirits and went, you know what we're missing in this world? A movie based on this store.
It's like getting trapped in the mall. Everybody wanted to be trapped in the mall, you know. You could sit there all night and steal furs and shoes and anything.
It just reminds me when they make a random movie that comes out and you're like I heard they're making a Magic 8 Ball movie. Like,
oh yeah, you told me about that.
Like, how's that gonna?
And
work?
I hate him for telling me about it. Like, oh my gosh, a Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah. Like,
is this movie gonna suck?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, not a good answer.
Yeah. No, it's random. But to be fair, we watched the trailer, and I was like, okay, it doesn't look bad. I think we can give this a fair shake. They found a way with a story to make it make sense, I think. I mean, for me personally, I'm always on the lookout though for a kids movie, feel-good kids movie that harkens back to the good old Hocus Pocus.
Turn your brain back to when you were a kid. That feel-good Christmas-y, Thanksgiving-y, Halloween-y movie.
Yeah, the feel-good movie that you just had to watch every single Halloween or Christmas or.
I got to put Garfield in on Thanksgiving.
For me, it's like Casper, Beetlejuice, Addams Family, Hocus Pocus.
You've got your faves.
So I'm always looking for like a new good feel-good family film. So I had high expectations for maybe a little bit higher than I should have, but I had some high expectations, especially since this movie was rated PG-13.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been rated PG-13, and trust me, I'm not talking about going up.
Yeah, no.
Going down.
Yeah,
PG.
It should have been PG.
You could have almost pushed G. Yeah. So, like, oh my God, it's not that bad.
But I was like, I saw the PG-13. I was like, oh, this is PG-13. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, all righty. Like, I know some like pretty solid horror movies that come out that are PG-13.
Why did they do that though? It wasn't because of cussing. It wasn't because and it had to be. I think we were talking about that. It had to be because there might be terror. Something that's
scary imagery. I guess would be
scary imagery. Yeah,
definitely good for kids.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, I'm always looking for good Halloween films. I think in most recent memory, Goosebumps was okay.
I forgot about Goose. You really freaking screwed me there. He threw me under the bus. Oh my God! Would you check my back for tire marks? Oh my God! I forgot about Goosebumps. That was a good one. But actually, I think this one's better than Goosebumps. That's me. We haven't gotten there yet, but we're going there.
Another good one I was just talking to my wife about, kind of reminded me a little bit of, is it's a movie called Fun Size. I don't think you've seen that one. It's not really scary, but it's another familiar, good one. Surprisingly, I think that came out like 10 years ago. But so yeah, we're always, me and him, we both love our feel-good movies. We're always looking for some kind of good new family movie or just feel good.
Hey, there's some serious horror movies out there that are still feel good to me that even old people shouldn't watch. Okay, that's still a feel good movie.
Yeah.
Hey, I can start my day.
Another surprising thing is the rating. I mean, I don't base what I watch off of Rotten Tomatoes, but I like to check it just to get a baseline of like where
get an idea of what people are thinking.
Yeah,
well, that's the way it's always been.
It's got a 52%.
So the way I look at it is, he tells me about the movie, and that was months ago, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I didn't think twice about it. We go into a spirit store, I see a poster, and I'm like, dude, is that what you're talking about? And he's like, yeah. I loved it. So he says, let's watch it. I'll send it to you. You can check it out. So I go in with mixed emotions.
Oh, okay.
Because I do. I go in with mixed emotions. We just got finished watching Rob Zombie's Monsters, and okay, but
it came out recently around the same time as this.
So I was like,
movies,
exactly.
We both love the old Monsters. That's a whole different discussion.
Oh boy, that'll get us all going. But I thought, oh my gosh, this can't be a great movie. It can't be a bad. I don't know. So I turn it on, and one of my biggest heroes, especially for my generation, Christopher Lloyd, shows up.
Okay, well, let me, so let's tell about the film real quick, just a quick synopsis. So they know
there you go.
So the film stars Christopher Lloyd, as he said, Rachel Lee Cook. Those are the two most notable people in the film. It stars other people, of course. So it's about three friends who've sort of, you would say, outgrown trick-or-treating. They're looking for something new to do. So they decide to sneak into a spirit Halloween store and stay the night, and they think it'd be creepy, fun to do. And then after a little while, the fun night turns into a night of survival, as it always does.
Fun survival, creepy fun survival.
That's the way it always goes.
I gotta say this. It's fun, goofy. Again, it's a feel-good movie for me, and it borderlines with a lot of movies, and like he said, for me,
I'm just saying,
there's that idea.
All movies start off as a great idea. Let's go do this, and then it takes a turn.
True.
It's no different. Three friends decide to stay in a store, and they find out that it's haunted by the evil Alec Windsor, who's played by Christopher Lloyd, and he brings to life all the spooky objects in the store. And
yeah, he does. Well, when he dies, you'll see it in the trailer. When he dies, this blue light comes out of his body and it runs, and then they go into the next scene, and the next scene just they explain it very well. I think the plot, the way it follows, it just
the pacing,
the pacing. It really they did. I think they did a good job on that. I really do.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's get into the positives then. So, do you want to go ahead and start? Or?
Let's look at the negatives, because the negatives were small. You had a lot of negatives.
I've got some negatives.
yeah. I got some negatives.
I've got some negatives. So you want to do this backwards? You want to do negatives first?
We bury people with the negatives.
That's cool. We can do the negatives first.
All right.
So there's a character in it. I'll just start with.
No spoilers.
No. I'll just start with the character Carson. He's one of the little boys in the film of the three friends. I didn't like his character. That's a little nitpicky. There's always characters in movies that we can.
But he was the older one.
Well, no, I think him and the main little boy were the same age.
Well, they were close, but I'm saying he was the more mature. Let me rephrase that.
Well, that's the thing is he was trying to be mature.
He was trying to be mature.
I think that's maybe where his character, there's something that happens to the main kid, and it just felt like he was a little bit of a dick, a little bit of an a-hole. Like, this is supposed to be your friend. Like
the main kid, Jake, he just wanted to hold on. He you've seen it in TV shows. It's been redone. But he just wanted to hold on to Halloween.
Yeah, he wanted to hold on to the childness of essence of Halloween,
of the season of what it is.
But just for me, his character, I felt like he didn't need to be a dick. I'm like, everything in the story still could have been the way it went without him being a dick.
He was oh God, he was I guess he was kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
He was kind of a pain in the butt.
Well, that's a little nitpicky. My biggest negative, though, I think, is that the whole store doesn't come to life. Now, in the trailer, it kind of made it seem like everything was going to come to life all at once.
Turn a corner, bam.
Turn a corner,
bam.
Just literally a house of horrors.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what drew me. I was like, oh, yeah, like, that's perfect. A Halloween store you've got so much stuff that can just.
I thought the same.
You know,
I was there. That's what I started up thinking.
I think that's my biggest negative. It's, they show in the trailers. It's mainly just he possesses one thing at a time.
But there's a reason he possesses one thing at a time, and that's another reason that you should watch it, because they did bring the storyline again to that.
Fair enough. I guess for me, I'm like, if you're gonna set it in a Halloween spirit store, I mean, really go for it and make make it a really House of Horror.
You know what I loved? What I really loved? I know we're trying to stay on the negatives.
Well, no, that's all my negatives. So let's jump back to the positives then.
Okay. My positives, because I don't have a lot of negatives. My positives are what he was just saying. It is amazing that you can watch something that a company, spirit stores, I think they're owned by Spencer's, that you see in the mall.
They are owned by Spencer's.
Okay, they make their good money, and they just said, hey, we're not just going to have a business. We love Halloween too, and they made a movie. And they hired Christopher Lloyd to play a part. I mean, that's impressive as hell.
That's one of my positives. I mean, Christopher Lloyd showing up, that's always going to be a positive in a movie. I love Christopher Lloyd.
The CEO of Spirit Spencer's could have been like, well, let's hire this guy off of Hollywood Boulevard we saw standing there. They went to the right direction.
Oh, they could have just gotten any random old guy to play, but to get Christopher Lloyd, I think that's pretty cool. I mean,
that was awesome.
That definitely goes in as a positive for sure.
God.
Another one of my positives was Kate. She's the sister of the dickhead kid that I didn't like, and she was good in it. She was really creepy. There's a part where she gets possessed. Again, not a spoiler. It's in the trailer. She gets possessed, and she looks really creepy. I'll give her that.
She did for a kid movie.
Yeah, for a kid movie, I was like, damn.
Ghostbusters be damned. Yeah. They did pretty good, and it's not no CGI or anything. It was real effects.
Yeah,
it really was impressive.
She really went for it. I mean,
she put her heart and soul into it. She really did.
Yeah, well, I don't know about heart and soul, but she went for it. She went for it.
True.
And I liked Jake's backstory. I like, without getting into it, there's a certain backstory to his that I think is really key to the story, but it makes him relatable and makes you invested in the character. And
please pay attention to that part though, because I'm not gonna lie, I missed why he was so into Halloween.
Yeah.
And it has to do with family.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say. But I had to rewind once, and I was like, now I kind of see. Yeah. Of course, and it's a get you right here, man. It just gets you right here. Where's that knife? Okay.
Yeah. No, I dug that. Like I liked that backstory they gave him to a way to tie it into the rest of the story and make him relatable and make you invested a little bit. There's a little bit, like I said, his friend that wasn't necessary. I think that kind of actually hurt Jake's backstory. Like I feel like that could have played to his strength. These kids really bonding together instead of one being a dickhead. But and my last positive. This movie is only 80 minutes.
I loved
it. I mean,
I love
quick,
that.
In and out, not too drawn out.
I still had time to go and feed the beast.
It was actually even before the end credits and everything. It was actually only like an hour and 13 minutes. So it was even shorter than that. Yeah. So I mean, when you can just get right into it and there's not a lot of wasted time, like that's always a positive for me. So
me too. And again, I really don't have any negatives. The ending of the movie could have been a little bit better. It's a little Goonies. Hey, you guys!
Well, there's one part for sure. I was going to say that actually my negatives if I forgot. There's a certain place they go that is very Goonies, and it's a little out of place. That was just kind of like, okay.
And I think they could have survived on
I turned my head and I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah. Don't blink on that part. It's just a clip and a quip of the movie that makes you go, okay, I still like it. That's how I felt. I was like, I can get over that.
I could have done without that.
Watch out for Grandma. Oh my God, you'll love Grandma, and if you don't, then don't watch the movie again. I love Grandma. And everybody called her Grandma, so you'll know who I'm talking about.
Fair enough.
Golly, I'm telling you, I just didn't have any bad things. You had some
cool.
bad. I mean, cool. Yeah. To me, it's a feel good. But I want you to say what you want to say, unless you want me to go first.
Well, real quick, I always give mixed feelings. So I just want to get.
I wanted to go first. I'm just kidding.
Rachel Lee Cook's character, I like her, but it just felt she wasn't needed. So that's kind of a weird thing for me. She played the mom. Again, I like Rachel Lee Cook. I didn't mind her character. I just felt like they either could have just taken her out or just given her a bigger role. So that's kind of a weird. And then the other big thing, this isn't a negative, this is why I put this in mixed, was the sister, the love interest. Like, that was kind of weird for me, like making, she's
that's
older.
kind of a spoiler, though.
No, they show it in the trailer.
It's a little boy, a younger boy likes a little older girl, and
yeah, I just thought like at least make it a girl that's feasible for him to go out with.
How about this? There's a perfect line that she says towards the end of the movie about, and it all corresponds with him wanting to date her.
Yeah.
And it's just that I swear, if a girl would have told me that, I'd been like, oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. It felt a little forced, that whole plot line. Like, I thought her character was good, but I just feel like make it somebody that's actually obtainable for him to date, like not such a huge age gap. Not that an age gap is a big deal. It's just, for that, being that he's that young and she's that old, so that was a little weird. I felt like they could have made her like the popular girl in school who, somehow finds out what they're doing, tags along, gets into all the mischief with them, doesn't like their group, and then slowly as these events happen, she starts to like him a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of been done though.
There's a lot of things that have already been done.
Yeah, true.
So that for me, like I said, that's mixed. Like, I don't mind her character. Just make it a character a character for the guy to get the girl. Because it just didn't seem like at the end that he had a chance. That's all I'm saying.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I got you. I will stand behind him on that. That's beautiful. You did a very good job there.
Other than that,
script. Just kidding.
Other than that, I would say ranking for me, stream it. Not a buy it for me. Not a new instant family horror classic for me. I would stream it. I'd watch it again, but I'd stream it. I'd find it somewhere to stream for free.
Would your kids love it? He's got two children under 10.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they would.
Oh, that's true. They are pretty tough little crappers. I'll tell you what.
They're tough little jewels.
All right. So on my end, there's really 4 characters. There's Jake. There's Bo. There's Carson. There's Kate. Of course, the boys. They kind of reminded me of who I was when I was a kid. I had my friends. We made our stupid things. We did our stupid things. Okay. Bo, he's a smart kid, just so you know. And I love some of the stuff he says. If anybody knows what his shirt says at the very bottom, contact me. Yeah, my Lord. I rewound a couple times going, what does it say at the bottom? It's an equation thing. Okay, it's not a bad spoiler.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out either.
Yeah. Carson, he was just more mature, wanting to grow up. Jake didn't want to grow up. Jake had a reason not to want to grow up. That makes it even better. Kate, she's a sweet girl. She was just wanting to hang out, but also be a protector.
Well, she was trying to go to a party.
Yeah, but she wanted to be a protector. That's why she didn't go to the party. Okay,
no, she forgot his phone. She was just taking his phone to him, and she got thrown.
But she found out he wasn't answering, and
yeah, but she wasn't trying to protect him. She was just trying to get him his phone.
But when she found out he wasn't answering his phone, Anyway. In my world, I think it's one of the next best feel-good holiday movies, whatever you want to call it. They say Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Well, this could honestly be a feel-good Christmas movie horror. I just feel that way. It's something I will buy. If they still make them, I think they're called DVDs. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it if I can find it on DVD. I love digital. Don't get me wrong. I love digital.
If a movie really sucks, they shouldn't release it on DVD. They should release it on VHS still.
When
a movie really sucks.
Oh, your movie is so bad. We're putting on one of these. Yeah. Oh, that's ruthless.
I know, right?
That's ruthless. Anyway, I honestly, I think it was brilliant. A company said, "Hey, look, we're doing our thing." I don't know if it was CEOs or just employees of the company over time. It was just they came up with this brilliant idea and says, "You know what? Let's actually make a movie." Because for some reason, I know that I wanted to be locked into a mall. Like I said, every kid wants to be like, "Hey, I want to be locked in a candy store."
Yeah,
I want to be locked in the
whatever you
candy store
want.
all night.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah.
And you guys jumped on it, and I give you double thumbs. It's awesome. I loved it.
You would have got double thumbs from me if there was more things in the store that just, come to life. I think that would have been, like I said, a real House of Horrors for a kid. Like, it didn't need to be super scary because there's stuff in a Halloween store that aren't scary. Like they make costumes that are dumb that aren't scary. So I just think that would have been funny and cool.
Just a little more stuff.
Just more stuff.
But they don't go with the little stuff. They use a lot of big stuff, and I think it's just cool that when you watch the movie, you feel good because you're looking at it going, I was just there yesterday. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that in the store yesterday. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy with what we have to say here.
Cool. All right, man. Well, that's all I gotta say. So,
cool. Hand it out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, as always. Check out some of our other videos, and that's all for today. Thanks for joining the family, Juhl.